Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Kevin Stewart, and I want to welcome you to episode 4 of the Where's Kevin vlog. Yes, y'all, your boy is back in living color. He's back from Atlanta, and a lot of stuff has taken place. But before we jump into all of the goodness, y'all already know what it is. I only want to spend 15 minutes with you, nothing more, nothing less, because I don't want to take up all of y'all time. Let me actually set my timer right now, babes. So I won't go over my time today. Timer is set. There we go. All right, y'all. So the first thing I need you to do before we jump into this actual episode is to like, comment, and subscribe. Let somebody know, hey, Kevin is back with episode 4. We about to catch up and figure out what's been going on and all of that good stuff. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. We back in action, okay? I'm back on it, y'all. I'm getting ready to go to Chicago this weekend to do Pastor Dana Berry's live recording entitled, I don't know what volume of Releasing Heaven this is, but this is the Birthing Room Part 2. I'm super excited, y'all. I was able to afford the opportunity to write 2 songs on this record, Glory in This and Committed to You. I'm super excited about it. And we're also doing a medley of all of the songs that we've actually written and performed for the other albums. So I'm super excited about that. Right now, I'm in the middle of my 32-hour fast where I don't consume any food. I just consume water and broth between like the lunch hour and the dinner hour. And it goes from, I've been doing it since 9:30 p.m. yesterday until tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. So that's a full 32 hours that I'm actually getting of letting my body reset. But I kind of messed up. Because I took some fiber pills to make sure that I gave myself the proper clean. And according to the thing that I was looking at, I probably should not have taken that because it is still causing my digestive system to still move and work. And I actually wanted to give it a rest. So we're going to see how I feel and how it goes. But the purpose of me doing the 32-hour fast is 1, for clarity, 2, for me to give my body an opportunity to reset. And I'll tell you why I want my body to get another reset. And for it to actually repair the cells that are in my body that may have been broken or not well. Cutting out food and giving my body the opportunity to do that, it allows them to be repaired. And it sends my body into, I think it's the ketosis state. And it causes like the insulin to heighten in my body, and it causes my body to feed off of the fat that's already in my body versus it looking for me to feed it actual food. You feel me? So yeah, so that's exactly what I've been doing. Like I said, preparing for the live recording. Also, while I'm in Chicago, I'll be linking up with my boy, Brandon Avery Smith. I'm super excited about that. I have not seen him physically since we recorded my song Yes about a good 14 years ago. So I'm super excited to reconnect with him and just catch up and see how he's doing. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of what's been going on, y'all. My grandmother made her transition. Yes, Granny made her transition. Been processing that, getting through that pretty good. That was another reason why I wanted to do the 32-hour fast, to give my body a good reset, because I feel like I've been under a little bit of stress a little bit. Not stress, but just trying to process that grief. And I needed to give my body a reset. Y'all, we've been eating all type of stuff. People done brought us some good food, mac and cheese, cabbage, smothered pork chops, and gravy. Last night we had pot roast from my godmom. And of course, you know, every black family, y'all, we gotta have some libations while we're grieving. And my mom has been putting this concoction together of apple crown and apple cider. Apple cider. So we've been having that, wine, different things like that. My friends have been taking me out, making sure I'm good. So for me personally, I have not been overindulging, because I kind of been talking to y'all about that, not overindulging in the consumption of food and alcohol and other things, but making sure that I'm living a balanced life and knowing when to stop. But I knew that the last 2 weeks have been us processing and people blessing us and different things like that. I wanted to take at least a good 32 hours to let my body rest from the previous week of things that I was doing, y'all. Because when I got back from Atlanta, getting ready for the funeral, y'all, I got sick. Like my body was like slowly but surely starting to shut down. And I know that it was because one, I was probably under a little stress and anxiety of getting ready for the funeral. And two, I had been like up and going. Like I had a very good time in Atlanta, going to minister and sing and then catching up with my friends. And the weather like switched up from Atlanta to here. So I already knew like my body was like, hey, I need you to relax. So the main question probably is how am I doing? And I want to be very honest with you all. I believe that I'm still shocked and I'm still numb and I'm still processing that my grandmother is no longer here. It's not an easy thing to deal with. I felt like I was doing okay when I got back from Atlanta, but as it was getting closer to the funeral, I was starting to have that anxious feeling of like knowing that this would be the last time that I will physically see my grandmother, which was a tough pill to swallow because me, my mom, my brother, my dad, my auntie Kim, and my cousin Myron, we were very close to my grandmother. We didn't do anything without grandma, without calling her, without checking on her. My mom and my aunt, they saw about my grandmother all the way down to her last breath. And I really appreciate and value them because I actually got an opportunity to see how we should tend to our loved ones when they get to that state, or just overall making sure that their life is well lived when they get into that older state or that retirement state. So there's so many different lessons that I learned from watching them tend to my grandmother in this process. Grief is very different. It's very different. It's one thing to see your friends and other people go through it that may not be as close to you, or you may not have that type of relationship with that loved one. But it is another thing to experience it when it's your turn to experience it, baby. It's a whole different type of feeling. Let me tell you that. But I'm very conscious of what's going on now, trying to pay attention to my body, being honest with my emotions because we are getting ready to move into the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I'm kind of like nervous because I don't know where my emotions will be knowing that my grandmother isn't here. But one thing I am for sure is that I have so many great memories to cherish of her that will live on forever. My grandmother loved her family. She loved her children. She loved her grandchildren. My grandmother loved everybody. It doesn't matter what people did to her. It doesn't matter how people made her feel. My grandmother, she seriously loved any and everybody that she can get her hands on. And those are things that I cherish forever. And I also want to make sure that I let her legacy and her life live on through me. I really value and appreciate everything that my grandmother showed me. To know that my grandmother's last words to me were, I love you and I'm proud of you, means so much to me. And I'm so grateful that that's something strong that I'll be able to hold on to for the rest of my life, is knowing that my grandmother felt that way about me, and that's exactly what she wanted to make sure she told her Pookie, okay? I was my grandma's Pookie. Some of y'all grandmas gave y'all some nicknames too, but mine was Pookie. So, like I said, I know the holiday season is coming up. And I know that it may have its challenges, but I'm just so grateful that I got the chance to experience the love of my grandmother all the way up until the age of 33. And I'm even more excited to tend to my mom and take care of my mother and make sure that she feels the same love that she gave my grandmother. And I'm looking forward to making new memories with my mother, making sure that every moment is precious with her and it is not taken for granted. The same thing with my dad. Like, I really have a different perspective now losing a grandparent, because I'm like, I felt like my mom raised my grandmother in the end as she got older. And now I'm raising my mom with TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And the same thing with my dad, with teaching him different words, different slang, and different things like that. So even though transition and grief can sometimes be hard to deal with, I am super excited to know that all will be well, if I can say that. And I have something to live for. And I pray that if anybody out there has had to deal with grief, one second. I pray that if anyone out there has had to deal with grief, that you look at it from a different perspective of just making sure that you live life to its fullest, loving everyone that you need to love and separating from those you need to separate from. And that's real talk. Don't let people run y'all in the ground. Don't let people run y'all on the ground with their opinions and how they feel about you. Do the best that you can with the life that the Lord has given you and that you're in charge of living. Okay? So, I'm doing good with grief. I'm processing the best that I can. I'm not ignoring how I feel, but giving myself the process to deal with it day by day. I'm happy right now, but trust me, when I go home, I'm going to probably be real quiet because I miss my Nana so much. But even in this, all is well. Moving on. I have made the decision, you guys, to finish my album, Tell the World. I'm super excited about it. If you didn't see episode 3, go back and look at it. Listen, watch it, and listen to everything that I'm talking about in that episode of the transition that I dealt with leaving Atlanta, the first trip that I took to Atlanta, and all of the different things that I had to deal with. Talking through that episode and actually coming to grips and understanding that I should not let anyone determine or deter me from what it is that I feel that I'm called to compel and tell other people, helped me to see that I have to finish this record. Tell the World album means a whole lot to me. We slaved over these songs. These songs have strong messages that I believe are going to help other people, but how dare me snatch the opportunity away from someone else to get their healing, get the assurance that they need, the acceptance that they need, the deliverance, whatever it is that they need from this record, because I feel like I don't want to deal with people's personalities. Absolutely not. I put everything into its proper perspective, and I just truly understand in this season that I have to block out the noise. I cannot get hung up on other people's opinions, but I have to do what it is that I know that I am good at and that I am called to do. Some of you are called to an epidemic of people who are literally waiting on you to make the decision to go full throttle, full on with getting whatever it is that you have to them. But the problem is a lot of us are stopping from doing what we know that we know how to do great because we're worried about what people may say because it's unorthodox, it's different, and it's not of the normal status quo. No. Whatever it is that you're assigned to do and whatever you're called to do, you have to fulfill it. I can no longer hold up somebody else's healing, deliverance, next level, breakthrough, shift in the mindset, healing of the heart. I hold the keys to somebody else's decision. I hold the keys that unlock somebody else's mental level of what they need to get. I know I'm kind of all over the place with what I'm saying, and I'm hoping that you all get it. I hold the keys to unlock somebody else's next level, either through this vlog, through writing a book, or through my next album or my next tour or my next concert. So again, I can't get caught up in the people that say that they don't want to support me because of what I stand for and who I am. But I have to go full throttle in doing what it is that I know that I'm supposed to do, that's best for me, that's comfortable for me, so that I can be a light to somebody else so that they can live the life that they need to live for themselves. So with me understanding that, I will no longer ever, ever, ever allow somebody to deter me from doing what it is that I know that I'm supposed to do to help somebody else, while also still helping me. Okay, so I'm here to report y'all that the Tell the World album is coming, and I'm going to drop that album next spring. I'm going to give y'all a good old single in January, so be on the lookout. I'm going to give y'all a real good single in January that's going to set the whole tone for the album. And I'm going to drop this album in the springtime. I've set the budget. I've laid out the plan. I'm going after everything that I need. I need a certain amount of money. I'm going to get it. I'm going to finish this project. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to have merchandise. I'm going to tour. I'm going to market it. It's going to go across the world and across the globe. People are going to come into the full assurance and alignment of themselves through this album. And they're going to carry the message that God is real with me putting out this album entitled Tell the World. It will be the ultimate album of evangelism for people to understand that they can get through anything through life, in life, no matter what they have to face, okay? So the Tell the World album is back in full swing. I'm dealing with grief the best that I can. And yeah, y'all, I'm really excited about this next chapter of life. I never thought that I would find the beauty in grief until now. Yes, I miss the absence of my grandmother being here, but there's so much beauty in this moment to make sure that you're loving on your people properly, and giving out the love that you want to receive back. All right? Well, I'm about to wrap up because I got 30 seconds. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe right now to this channel so that you can stay up to date with all of the new episodes of the Where's Kevin vlog. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I love you, I appreciate you, and I value you, and I thank you for taking this 15 to 16 minutes out to coming here what exactly I have to say. And to Kevin Stewart Jr., I am proud of you. I love you. You're doing the work, and I want you to keep going. I love you, Kevin. Let's keep doing this. Bye, y'all.